Students, how are you? Take care of yourself during COVID-19 unlock process. Use masks and maintain social distancing. Students, I am Binay Kumar Singh, lecturer English at Sardar Patel Inter College, Chirgaon, District Jhansi. In this video, I am going to teach you the third lesson of short story, The Lost Child, by Mulk Raj Anand. Students, let's know something about the author. The author Mulk Raj Anand was one of the distinguished novelists, critics, and short story writer. He was born in a Hindu coppersmith family in Peshawar, now in Pakistan, in 1905. He studied from Khalsa College in Amritsar, University College London, and Cambridge University. Mulk Raj Anand emerged as a social realist, a reformer, and harbinger of social change. He is often known as the mouthpiece of the underdog. He has written so many novels and short stories. The Big Heart, The Sword and the Sickle, Two Leaves and a Bud, Across the Black Waters, The Coolie, The Untouchable, The Lost Child, and his autobiography Seven Summers are his important works. The short story The Lost Child is taken as the masterpiece of among his works. He was really a great writer of short story writing. His stories are full of variety, especially his realistic stories. Students, let me ask some questions to you. The first question is, have you ever seen any fair? Name some big fairs. Yes, students, I'm quite sure that your answer will be in positive. And I'm sure that you'll name the Kumbh Fair and the Pushkar Fair held in India. Okay. Now come to the second question, which is very interesting for you. What strange things you find in the fairs? Yes, students. I'm sure your answer will be the announcements of missing children in the fair. Yes. Students, I'm going to teach you The Lost Child. Students, let me introduce to the story, short story. The story, The Lost Child, is a story which shows the profound insight of the authors of child psychology. The story also shows the changing moods of child in various circumstances. When the child is in the company and safety of his parents, he is highly happy. He is very much excited to see worldly things, many beautiful worldly items. But as soon as he aparts from his parents, all the beautiful worldly items, all the beautiful things become gloomy for him. These things don't give any pleasure to the child. He wants only to meet his parents. He has no desire to possess anything. Every sentence and every word of this story is brimming over with true child psychology in Indian perspective, as it has genuine simplicity and innocence of child's world. Students, let's start the lesson. The Lost Child. It was the festival of spring season. The people were very excited. The people were very cheerful as the winter had just ended. The people came out of their houses. They were very cheerful. They had put on bright cloths. They were going to enjoy the fair held to celebrate the spring festival. A number of people, a big crowd, emerged from the narrow lanes and alleys, just like the groups of bright colored rabbits coming out of their nests, their hiding places. They entered the shining silvery sunshine of the city gates and went very fast towards the fair. The people were going on different modes of transportation. They were using different modes of transportation. Some were on foot, some on horse, some were going on bamboo carts and some on block carts. Among these people, there was a little child also. The child was very much excited. He was brimming over with laughter and happiness and pleasure. He ran between the legs of his father. The parents of the little child called him to come and join them because the little child had stayed behind. He was fascinated, he was charmed by the toys in the stalls that were lined along the road. The child wanted to have a particular toy, but as he was an obedient child, he ran towards his parents. When he reached where his parents were, he could not control his desire. He could not suppress his desire to have a particular toy. He requested his parents for a toy, while he knew that his parents would not purchase the toy for him. He was well aware of his father's habit. As soon as his father heard the request of the little child, he looked at him very sternly with red eyes in anger. The child could not do anything. He was very much disappointed, and he was about to sob. He was about to sob when his mother, who was very cheerful, was soft towards the child. She asked the child to look what was ahead of him, what was in front of him, giving her finger to catch. And they were now near a mustard field. The child's eyes were filled with new kind of pleasures. He saw a very vast field full of yellow flowers looking like melting gold. As the mustard field stretched miles and miles on even land and plain area, the child was very much attracted towards this vast glory and splendor of beauty. The vast plain full of laden with yellow flowers of mustard looked like liquid light, which rise and fall with each fresh gust of wild wind. Straying in places into tributary streams. It looked as if it were ocean of silver light. At the end of the field, there stood a group of houses made of mud walls. From there, a big crowd of men and women putting on yellow cloths could be seen emerging. In sequence of which there was coming sounds of whistles, humming sound, squeaking sound, sound of rats, roaring sound, humming sound, which was at very high pitch, and the sound rose to the blue-throated sky. The sound appeared like the sound of the mad laughter of Lord Shiva. The child was very happy and cheerful with the shrill joy of the day. When he looked up the faces of his parents, he found that they were also very happy. So the child entered the field, mustard field, and started dancing and jumping like a young one of horse, like a colt. He was extremely happy. The child was extremely happy. He pranced, matching to the gust of the wind. Now he was in rhythm with the gusts of wind. The child was full of mirth and laughter. Meanwhile, he saw there a group of dragonflies flying on their bright purple wings. They were creating a hurdle before a lonely butterfly which was in the search of the sweetness of the nectar, sweetness of the flower. The child followed these insects with his eyes and tried to catch them. But as he was very close to catch one of them, it flew away. A big black bee was about to sit on his lip, when his parents called out to him. And his parents called the child to come on the footpath. The child went there. Now the parents had come to a group and they were sitting by a well. The child went there. In the group there was a very big banyan tree which appeared like a grandmother. Under the shade of that big banyan tree, there were many types of trees like the champak, jack, jamun, sirsa, cassia, and gulmo. The big tree appeared to be the grandmother of the children who had covered them with her skirt. Still, the flowers of Gulmohar were offering the worship to the sun with half opened flowers. With the half opened flowers. And cold breeze was blowing there, laden with the fragrance of different kinds of flowers. The cold breeze, which was scented because of the fragrance of the flowers. As soon as the child reached there, a shower of flower fell on him. It appeared as if the flowers were welcoming him. The child started collecting flowers. At the same time, he heard the cooing of doves. The child was very excited. He ran to see the doves. He was very excited to hear the cooing of the doves. At the same time, a quail sang a sweet note. The sweet song of the quail has released the tension of the parents. The parents were very tense regarding the child. Now they called the child and the child came. Taking the child, the parents took the winding footpath which took them to the fair through the field. Now they came to the village where the child could see many footpaths, other footpaths full of so many people, full of crowd of men and women and children and young persons and old ones converging to the whirlpool of the fair. And when he reached there, he at once realized, he at once felt charmed and a little repelled with the confusion of the world he was entering. Students, now let me ask some questions to you. Students, first question is, what was the occasion? Okay, you have to write this answer. Now the second question is, how were the people dressed up? My third question is, where were the people going to? Next question is, Describe the modes of transport. Next question. Why had the little child left behind? Next question. Why did his mother point to the field full of mustard flowers? What kind of sound could be heard when the crowd of people was emerging from the cluster of the houses of low mud walls? Next question is, students, what did the little child hear when he reached the grove? Students, like my video and share and subscribe and press the bell icon also. Students, thanks to all of you. Next part will be taught to you in next video. Thanks.